BJJ fans, and of course the BJJ stands for Blind Judo Journey, and this is 3 judo foot sweeps for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So we're going to have a look at a few different foot sweeps. The first one we're going to do is gari. The traditional way this looks like is this, which is nice, but never happens in real life. So we're going to look at a way that this can be used for BJJ. So first, we're just going to look at when we've both got our right foot forward. The simple thing is, I want to get close to him. I'm just going to put my leg here, push it out of the way. And now I can come in for whatever technique I wanted to do anyway, like a hip throw. The biggest one will be a hip throw, so I'll show you an example of that. I come here, kick this out of the way. Make sure we transition to whatever position we want to be in. The second reason I think gari is really, really good is because if my partner is trying to take my back, they come around my back. Everyone normally they'll stand here and then they get their back taken, they're really annoyed. Once he's here, I'm just going to hook my foot in. Now no matter how much he tries to go around me, I'm still attached to him. He's not going to be able to take my back. And from here, what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to put pressure down his shoulders, I'm going to fold him in half. Keep and hold the sleeve, coming through the side control. But the core principle here is that once I'm hooked in, he's not able to take my back. Even more important, we've all seen people do suplexes. We've all seen people pick people up. Once I'm hooked in, he's not going to be able to pick me up. Or even if he is, I'm going to land on top of him. So when you practice with people try and take the back, always hook this foot in, keeping the inside of our foot on the back of his ankle. There's so much we can do here. But just trying to keep this position, keep this foot in so that I can fold him in half. Just push him. Get a takedown. Second thing we're going to look at, the Ashi. The way this tradition looks is, which again, rarely happens. I love this because again, it's a way of just kicking this leg out of the way. I can just try and push through. Notice how when I do this, I'm going to turn his body like a bus wheel, elbow comes down, shoulders go up, I push this out of the way. But the way I think this is most applicable to BJJ is when we're not gripped up yet, we don't have any grips, and we're just trying to establish position. I'm going to push him with my right hand on his right shoulder, making him step back with this side, so I go boom, He's not always going to fall, but what it is going to do is take him a little bit off balance, so it's going to boom. Try it again. Don't fall over. Okay. Yeah. What's it? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push.
You're too good.
But the point is, I push here, I'm going to catch his sleeve, and I'll pull it down, creating his off balancing. I can now move into whatever position I want. So the opening position is just push, sweep. And from there, I can come in for whatever technique I want. He's going to be way more thinking about the fact he stood on one leg than he is about the fact I'm about to smash him in. Final one, Sasae to tsurikomi Ashi. What this looks like, so I'm going to actually throw this time, is, okay, which is nice, but from there we can transition, etc. But the reason I love this for BJJ the most is when we actually do it a lot of the time, people will go to turtle. So I'm going to step in, and from here we have a million things. We've got clock chokes, rolling strangle, bow and arrow, anything like that. I'm going to show you two different variations of this. So when I do this, when I do this, either I push up with the sleeve, and as I come in, I can come here, I'm under his sleeve, I can come in for a back take, I can come in for like an arm triangle or a das, or whatever other technique you want to do on the ground. My favourite actually is once I'm here, step through, armbar, boom. but that's when we push the arm down. If instead I push the arm, sorry, that's when we push the arm up. Instead I push the arm down, he's fallen straight into my clock choke, my hip choke. So go and have a play around with these. You'll find different positions work better, what works with your game, what integrates really well. But that was kochi gari, sweeping the foot, extending his base, the Ashi pushing the foot out away from him as he's stepping backwards, and Sasae tsurikomi Ashi, stepping into him and pulling him over this leg. If you want to follow me on my blind judo journey into international visually impaired judo, please make sure to like, comment, share and subscribe. Sorry,